It's no surprise that food costs have been climbing, and let's be real, grocery shopping can sometimes feel like a balancing act on a tightrope. Labor costs, supply chain hiccups, and price hikes have made sticking to a grocery budget a real challenge. But worry not, with a little bit of planning and some smart tricks, grocery shopping on a budget is completely within reach, and you won't have to sacrifice the foods that you love. Hey everybody, welcome to Thrifty Budgeting. Here, we're all about giving you the tips, tricks, and secrets to stretch those dollars to make every penny count. So today, we're going to cover 11 smart ways to make grocery shopping on a budget easier and more fun. Be sure to stick around till the end to grab every last tip so you can roll out of that grocery store with more bags and less buyer's remorse. With that said, let's jump in. Now, your first plan of action should be tip number 11. Take inventory. All right. First things first. If you haven't already, let's get that kitchen under control. So your first step to tackling that grocery budget is to take inventory of your freezer, refrigerator, and pantry. Yes, it might seem like a chore, and no, it's not near as fun as kicking back with Netflix, but trust me, this one step can save you a ton in the long run. So you want to grab a pen and a notepad, and you're going to start by writing down everything that you've got, from every last frozen pizza to that bag of broccoli. That's probably seen better days. Then you're going to do the same thing for the fridge and the pantry. Now on your notepads, you want to be sure and add columns for how much that you need to keep on hand and what you'll need to buy the next time you shop. And be sure to leave a few spaces for those on sale goodies that you might want to stock up on. Having a bit of wiggle room is definitely key. So you want to be sure to keep this log where you can see it, like on a clipboard in the kitchen or as a quick access file on your phone. Now, staying organized is going to keep you from doubling up on things that you already have and prevents those shocking moments of, wait, I have 3 jars of pickles? And now here's a savvy tip. Organize your shopping list in the same order that you shop. So if you're a straight down the aisles and then around the perimeter type, be sure and group your list by canned goods, pantry staples, and then you can end with fresh produce, dairy, and meat. This way you're not zigzagging back and forth across a store, which is a classic impulse buy trap. Now your next step for grocery shopping on a budget is to implement tip number 10. Make a meal plan. So a meal plan isn't just for super organized folks. It's a budget lifesaver. Planning your meals helps you dodge overspending and food waste like a seasoned chef. To really save money on groceries, you want to start by building meals around what you already have in stock. Now, if you're not necessarily feeling creative, no worries at all. There are free apps like Supercook that can lend you a hand. All you have to do is simply plug in what you've got, and it'll serve up recipe ideas to make the most of what's already in your pantry. Then, when it comes to pantry staples, you just want to be sure to keep the essentials on hand. Things like rice, pasta, beans, and canned items. And when they go on sale, that's time to stock up like a squirrel at an all-you-can-eat acorn buffet. Now, if you're into meal prep, batch cooking is your friend. I mean, you can cook up a big batch of chicken. You can even do a favorite side dish and then set aside enough for a couple of days and then freeze the rest. This way, you've got easy, prepped meals waiting for you just to thaw, heat, and presto, dinner in no time. Now, another winning idea is casseroles. They're the ultimate one-dish wonder. Throw in some protein, veggies, a starch, and maybe a sprinkle of cheese. Who doesn't love cheese? And you're all set. Now, casseroles are also super adaptable. I mean, whether you're going for low carb, vegetarian, or gluten-free, there's definitely a casserole that's going to fit that bill. And then you're going to have enough leftovers for a few days, meaning less cooking and cleaning. 2 birds, 1 stone. And here's a fun one. You can designate a leftover day each week. Look, this doesn't have to be something that you dread thinking that your leftovers are going to taste horrible. Think of it like shopping in your own fridge. Turn those leftover bits into new creations. Got some chicken? Wrap it up in a tortilla and you're halfway to taco night. Not only does this clear out your fridge, but it's also going to keep you from ordering takeout when supplies are low. But before you hit that grocery store, you want to be sure and go with tip number 9 and check for sales. You can score some savings before you even set foot in the store. How? Because you're going to grab those grocery store circulars, scroll through store apps, and browse the local newspaper sales. You'd be amazed at how much you can save just by knowing which store is giving the best deal on the basics. I mean, why pay $2.70 for a 2-liter Coke when the store down the road has it for $1.25? Now, here's a seasoned tip. Only buy what you actually need. Well, we understand sales can be tempting, but do you really need 50 tubs of sauerkraut? I mean, unless you're planning a sauerkraut eating championship, you might better pass on that. A sale is only a steal if it's something you actually use. So when it comes to keeping your budget in check, sometimes it's best to incorporate tip number 8, shop alone. Shopping solo isn't just about cruising the aisles with focus. It's a tactical advantage in the world of budget shopping. When you go alone, you're the captain of your own cart. There's no one tempting you with a,
"But we need 5 bags of gummy bears. Need.
It's just you, your list, and your budget. Flying solo is going to allow you to stay laser focused on finding deals without those,
"Hey, throw this in too,"
distractions. I mean, you get to take your time to compare prices. You get to make the choices based on your needs and maybe even channel your inner extreme couponer without anyone rushing you along. Plus, no last minute add-ins. I mean, sure, the family can write down their essentials, but it's you who gets to decide what actually makes it to the cart. Now, with that in mind, next up is a little tip that works wonders for your grocery budget. Tip number 7, shop during more peaceful times. If grocery shopping on a budget is your goal, timing can make all the difference. How? Because busy, crowded stores are distractions galore, making it tougher to focus on the price comparisons and ad matches while keeping calm. The trick? That would be to find those golden quiet hours. Typically, that's going to be early in the morning or late at night. So shopping during these off hours means fewer crowds, making it easier to check out products and unit prices in peace. Plus, early birds get the benefit of fully restocked shelves. That way, you're less likely to miss out on what you really need. Plan to do your grocery shopping during the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th weeks of the month. And the reason is a lot of people will rush to shop at the start of the month when funds from the government, benefits, payroll, and other sources hit their accounts, making stores busier and sometimes leading to low stock on popular items. So by going later in the month, you're going to enjoy a more peaceful shopping experience and find that the shelves are better stocked as stores prep for the month's end. So with more peaceful shopping, it'll give you the chance to pull out tip number 6, use a calculator and track your spending. So it's time to let your phone be the budgeting sidekick that it was meant to be. The calculator app isn't just for math class anymore. No, it's your in-store assistant. So you'll tally up each item as you add it to your cart to see in real time how much you're spending. Now, this little habit can better prepare you against overspending and those sneaky impulse buys. Plus, there's something about watching that total climb that makes you think twice about adding in that extra pack of cookies. So now that you can visually see your savings, be sure to use tip number 5. Buy generic brands. Swap brands for generic whenever you can. Those small savings can add up in a big way. So think about this. Saving 38 cents here and there might not seem like a big deal, but if you multiply that 38 cents by 20 items that you have swapped the brand for generic, you have just pocketed nearly $8. And if you repeat that every week, at the end of the year, year, you will have kept almost $400 in your pocket just by going off-brand. Not too shabby. So here's the inside scoop. Many generic brands are actually made in the same facilities as the big name products. Yep, same quality, but with less flashy packaging and a friendlier price tag. And you might be surprised to find some off-brands taste just as good, if not better. With all those off-brand savings stacking up, let's talk about another way that you can save even more by using tip number 4, buying in bulk. Sometimes stocking up means saving big, and buying in bulk can be a goldmine if you do it right, but only when it makes sense. If you're going through an item regularly and have room in your freezer, you're in great shape. You'd be surprised at what freezes well. Meat, veggies, bread, yes, even tortillas. Now, here's a quick heads up on buying bulk dairy. While some dairy items can technically be frozen, they don't always come out looking their best. Milk may separate and get grainy texture. I mean, it's great for cooking, but less ideal for drinking. And soft cheeses, sour cream, and yogurt often lose their smoothness, becoming watery or lumpy. So for items where texture matters, you might want to stick with fresh buys on those. All in all, though, bulk shopping can feel like hitting a mini jackpot, especially when they're paired with sales. Now, with all this food talk, you'll want to make the most of tip number 3. Shop on a full stomach. So grocery shopping on an empty stomach is like unleashing a hungry bear into a honey store. Dangerous! Shopping hungry is practically a guarantee for overspending. And the supermarkets know this. Oh yes, they do. Notice how they place those freshly baked cookies and bread at the front of the store? That's because they want your stomach to do the shopping. The fix? Eat a balanced meal before you go. An emphasis on balanced. A sugary snack might seem quick, but it can make you crave more. A lot more. So a hearty meal, on the other hand, helps to keep those spontaneous buys stay in check. And before you check out, don't forget to go with tip number 2. Join loyalty rewards programs. Let's face it, who doesn't love perks? Joining your local supermarket's loyalty program can really be a true budgeting buddy for you. Many grocery stores offer loyalty programs. This is where you can score points, unlock special discounts, or even snag cashback, all while you shop. And best of all, it's super simple. All you have to do is download your store's app, sign up, and presto, you are on your way to extra savings. Not to mention, loyalty programs don't just give generic deals. These programs will track your preferences, giving you personalized discounts on the stuff you actually like to buy. You might even get a birthday treat or exclusive offers for loyal members. Now, to keep those savings rolling, you want to try our last tip. Tip number 1. Order online and get pre-pickup. Now, if you're one who cannot resist tossing in just a few extra items into the cart, online ordering just might be your new best friend. So there are a lot of grocery stores that will let you place an order through their mobile app or website, and many even offer free curbside pickup. This not only is going to save you time, but it also will prevent those pesky impulse buys. Now be cautious. If you decide to go for the delivery instead of pickup, those are added fees that can eat into your savings faster than you can say convenience charge. Picking up your order is a solid budget-friendly option that's both easy on the wallet and it's hassle-free. And there you have it, some quick budget-savvy tips for grocery shopping on a budget. Be sure and try these out and see how much cash you'll be able to save at the end of the month. You might even surprise yourself. And hey, if you got a topic on thrifty budgeting that you would like for us to cover in a future video, be sure and drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas. And if you're not already, we would love for you to become a part of our thrifty budgeting family. So please be sure and hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any videos on thrifty budgeting. So let's connect and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.